Ladies and gents, I do consider myself a little bit of a nerd. So I've got a different video for you guys today. Today we're going to be checking out 10 universe theories that will keep you up at night. Um, I'm extremely fascinated by the universe, by astrology, by science in general, right? It is my field of study. I hope some of you guys can enjoy this video as well. Trying to, diverse the channel a bit, trying to bring in something a little bit new, right? Something exciting, something, that we're not used to. So we're going to be checking out this. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if this is your first time tuning into this channel, please smash that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and everyone, leave a like on the video. It helps the algorithm see the channel. It will help me out immensely. Would obviously motivate me to keep on posting content for you guys. You know how it goes. But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Let's dive into this 10 universe theories that will keep you up at night.
Space is extremely intriguing, and some theories of the things that happen there make us wonder more about it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10. What was there before the Big Bang?
Oh my goodness! Listen, me and my brother actually were having a, oh, what? No, that grammar is completely screwed. My brother and I were having a conversation, whilst the power was out, and this is, one of the topics that we talked about is like, what if there's no universe? What will there be? Will it be just emptiness? I mean, you get what I mean. What before the Big Bang, what was there? I don't think your brain can comprehend that level of thinking. I don't think so.
We all know that things came to be after the Big Bang, but what was there before the Big Bang?
Mm.
It's believed that there was an initial singularity before anything else. This is a gravitational singularity predicted by general relativity to have existed before the Big Bang and thought to have contained all the energy and
Yeah.
space-time of the universe.
Wow.
The initial singularity possessed seemingly infinite density, thought to have contained all of the mass and space-time of the universe before
Wow.
quantum fluctuations caused it to rapidly expand in the Big Bang and subsequent inflation, creating the present-day universe.
Huh.
Number 9. What happens when you fall into a black hole?
I've got a theory on this. They always say that a black hole transports you, or it kind of teleports you to another dimension. What do you guys think? What happens? Because a black hole seemingly its gravitational pull is so strong that it sucks in light, right? Not only matter, but it sucks in light, right? That is But yeah, we won't know unless we dive into a black hole, which I'm not volunteering, first of all.
With black holes being one of the most intriguing astronomical objects in the universe, it's no surprise that some people have wondered countless times what would happen if you fell into one. To fully appreciate what's a black hole, we need to first understand the properties of one. A black hole is a place where gravity is so strong that nothing else can escape.
Yeah.
Black holes are named as such because they can't reflect nor emit light, and they're only visible when they're feeding on other stars or gas clouds that come too close to their event horizons, their main.
Oh no! Oh no! That's not very good. That's actually terrible. I mean, you would want to give us a warning at least beforehand. It's not that like we can do anything about it. If the black hole swallows us, it swallows us, bro.
Boundary. Beyond the event horizon lies a truly minuscule point called a singularity, where gravity is so intense that it infinitely curves space-time itself.
Wow.
This is where the laws of physics as we know them break down, meaning all theories of what lies beyond are just
God damn. Chill. Jeez.
speculation. If you were free-floating in space near a stellar mass black hole that wasn't feeding on anything, your only hint that it exists might be the gravitational magnification or lensing effect it would have on background stars.
Oh wow,
But
that's so
as you
cool.
flew closer to this strange spot, you'd be stretched in some directions and squished in others, a
Oh.
process that scientists call spaghettification.
Oh my goodness.
This is because the black hole's gravity compresses your body horizontally while pulling it like taffy in the vertical direction. If you jumped into the black hole feet first, the gravitational force on your toes would be much stronger than that pulling on your head. Meanwhile, if you were to plunge into a supermassive black hole, things would be considerably less scary.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
While it might still result in a horrible death, you might make it all the way through the event horizon and manage to start falling inside the singularity while you're still alive.
Damn.
You'll die either way, but at least things here will be a little less painful. Number 8.
That
The
is
Earth
scary.
will become like Venus.
Oh yeah, because of the sun's the sun as it grows into a red giant, right? As the sun gets older, it grows into a red giant. It engulfs the planets around it, right?
Both Earth and Venus are very similar planets. They have very similar size, mass, and composition, though their main difference is that Earth sustains life, and Venus is essentially a galactic wasteland because it's mostly composed of carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
However, climate change isn't the only thing that might affect Earth becoming like Venus. As the sun becomes 10% hotter around 1 billion years from now, the surface temperature of Earth will reach 47 degrees Celsius,
Sheesh.
prompting the temperature of Earth to increase rapidly.
I mean, that's 47 degrees Celsius is actually that's very that's hot. I don't. What is the hottest temperature recorded ever? I think it's like what between 50 and 60 degrees Celsius. Does someone know?
The sun becomes 10% hotter around 1 billion years from now, the surface temperature of Earth will reach 47 degrees Celsius, prompting the temperature of Earth to increase rapidly and its oceans to boil away until it becomes a greenhouse planet.
Yeah.
A greenhouse planet, like Venus, isn't exactly the nicest place to live in the universe. Venus's atmosphere is almost entirely carbon dioxide and chokingly thick, with an atmospheric pressure at the surface 90 times that of Earth.
Wow.
That's the equivalent
So you would almost be crushed, right?
pressure of a mile beneath our ocean waves.
Okay, yeah.
It's so thick that you almost have to swim through it just to move around.
Sheesh.
And on top of this are clouds that are literally made of sulfuric acid. Number 7. White holes.
White holes? There's something like a white hole? Oh, okay, okay. So if a black hole sucks in light, I'm assuming that a white hole just maybe it sucks in dark matter or it just emits light, right? Let's hear.
We all know about the existence of black holes, but did you know that their distant cousins, the white hole, also exist?
Man.
And if you think black holes are weird, white holes will literally blow you away. Instead of absorbing matter, white holes spew it out. To a spaceship crew watching from afar, a white hole looks exactly like a black hole. It has mass, it might spin. A ring of dust and gas could gather around the event horizon. But instead of absorbing things, they're belching matter out.
What the
Physicists describe a white hole as a black hole's time reversal. A video of a black hole played backwards, much as a bouncing ball is the time reversal of a falling ball.
Yeah.
While a black hole's event horizon is a sphere of no return, a white hole's event horizon is a boundary of no admission, space-time's most exclusive club.
I see.
Number 6. Big Rip. All good things must come to an end, and it seems like the universe
Big
is
Bang.
one of these.
All right.
This is something to...
Big Bang, Big Rip. All right, I get you. I see what you did there.
Established by the Big Rip, in which scientists have theorized that the universe could end up expanding so much that it will eventually rip itself to pieces. Solar systems, planets, asteroid belts, and even whole galaxies will be torn apart.
Jeez.
Of course, that's something that will happen several million years from now, so it's not like we're going to be here when it does. But
we're okay. We're okay. We'll be okay. At least we'll not be here anymore when something like this happens. Luckily.
When it does, you can bet that things will not be pretty for humans. Number 5. The Drake equation.
Oh, I've heard
this. The Drake equation is a formula that's been used to estimate the number of active extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy.
Wow.
How many alien societies exist and are detectable?
I've got a question. Like, how on earth do you develop those equations in the first place? Like, how? It's like, I mean, bro, just how? I've spoken about to a family member about this. I was like, okay, but how do they come up with these equations in the first place? This equation, Drake equation, is supposed to describe what? The number of extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way galaxy, I mean, how big is it? It's how many, I mean, the hundreds of thousands of light years across. It's not impossible. Like I said, I do indeed believe that we're not alone. But I just think we're too far apart to even be noticed. I don't know. Who knows, man? One day, if it happens, it happens. If we see it, we see it. If it happens, man.
Is a formula that's been used to estimate the number of active extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy. How many alien societies exist and are detectable? This famous formula gives us an idea. The Drake equation, which was the agenda for a meeting of experts held in West Virginia in 1961, estimates N, the number of transmitting societies in the Milky Way galaxy. The terms are defined as follows. N, the number of civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy whose electromagnetic emissions are detectable. R, the rate of formation of stars suitable for the development of intelligent life. Number.
Okay, so stars that can actually harbor life, stars that aren't too hot. Excuse me. Stars that are not too large to engulf the lens, but basically stars with Goldilocks zones, right?
Per year. F sub p, the fraction of those stars with planetary systems.
Okay.
N sub e, the number of planets per solar system with an environment suitable for life.
Goldilocks, yeah.
F sub l, the fraction of suitable planets on which life actually appears. F sub I, the fraction of life-bearing planets on which intelligent life emerges. F sub c, the fraction of civilizations that develop a technology that produces detectable signs of their existence.
Okay.
And L, the average length of time such civilizations produce such signs in years.
Oh my goodness.
Number 4. Time is running out.
I literally don't think our brain is able to comprehend. We can't comprehend. We can't even fathom this level of thinking. There's a few select individuals, right? But I mean, to even fathom this amount of thinking and this amount of dates and that amount, it's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
Some scientists theorize that distant celestial bodies only seem the way they look because we're actually looking back in time to see them.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've been interrupted by an ad. Let me skip this before I give my theory here.
My man, you're wasting all your time.
Really? Damn.
Trying to learn how to trade Forex.
All right. Get on with it. All right. Okay, we should be back up and running in a while. Yeah, I do apologize because I'm using a kind of an old computer, so it takes a while to get started up. But we should be back up and running right about now.
That means that celestial bodies were moving faster in the past than they are now.
Hold up. Okay, let's rewind that before we were so rudely interrupted. Okay. Can we actually start? Okay, there we go.
Time to see them. That means that celestial bodies were moving faster in the past than they are now because time is slowing down. Even if we don't know how much it's slowing down, we know that it might slow down to a stop if things are left as they are. Number 3.
Wow.
Hitler's opening speech. Did you know that the first signal broadcast strong enough to pierce through Earth's atmosphere was Hitler's opening speech at the 1936 Olympics in Berlin?
Really? Okay, that I've learned something today. That is a very interesting fact, actually.
That means that should aliens find Earth, that's probably one of the first things they'll mention to us when we communicate with them. It's probably the first sound they heard from humans.
Wow.
Number 2. The Fermi paradox. The Fermi paradox, named after Enrico Fermi, establishes that there's a contradiction between the lack of evidence for extraterrestrial civilization and various high estimates for their probability, such as the Drake equation that we just saw.
Okay, so it's contradictory. So we have an equation that tells us that there could be this many civilizations, right? But then there's also a lack of evidence for their existence. I see.
Establishes that there's a contradiction between the lack of evidence for extraterrestrial civilization and various high estimates for their probability, such as the Drake equation that we just saw. Alien life has to simply exist in one form or another, but if that's the case, then where are the aliens? The Fermi paradox establishes that it's much harder for life to exist than we originally thought, or that more life has actually existed and been destroyed over time. And number 1. The universe is a computer simulation.
Oh, I've heard this.
If you've watched The Matrix, then put your tinfoil hats on, because the universe might just be like the movie depicts it. The simulation hypothesis, or simulation theory, is the proposal that all of reality, including the Earth and the rest of the universe, could in fact be an artificial simulation, such as a computer simulation.
Okay,
Moderator Neil deGrasse Tyson, director of the
but then my question is, who made who? Who's in charge of the simulation? Who? Extraterrestrials? Like who's in charge of the simulation? Who? Right? That is the most important question that I have for that.
just be like the movie depicts it. The simulation hypothesis, or simulation theory, is the proposal that all of reality, including the Earth and the rest of the universe, could in fact be an artificial simulation, such as a computer simulation. Moderator Neil deGrasse Tyson, director of the museum's Hayden Planetarium, put the odds at 50-50 that our entire existence is a program on someone else's hard drive.
What?
He noted the gap between human and chimpanzee intelligence, despite the fact that we share more than 98% of our DNA. Somewhere out there could be a being whose intelligence is that much greater than our own.
Yeah.
The main argument for this theory is based on the universe's laws. As the more scientists learn about the universe, the more they realize that it's very similar to a computer simulation.
That's actually.
If you enjoyed this video, don't
That is actually terrifying, man. I've heard this theory. I've also heard a theory. There's a theory that exists, right? That you, as a person, you are a brain in a jar, and your brain, that brain is being stimulated to kind of represent everything, to kind of, depict your reality as you see it. Bit far-fetched, but like I said, who knows? Who has the capability? Can someone please tell me how on earth would you develop theory? How would you develop something like the Drake equation? How? How would you do that? Right? Interesting video, guys. Very interesting video. I'm fascinated by these type of questions. 10 universe theories that will keep you up at night. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. A little bit of a different video, as I said. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Leave more recommendations if you want to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next